Well, it's that time of the month where we get to talk about brand new VR games coming out, and honestly, this month is looking freaking packed full of games. So I'm happy to announce that we have AAA games, mixed reality games, and VR games coming our way from all the different platforms. Of course, if you enjoy this type of video, please do smash that like button and subscribe, as it really does truly help out this freaking channel. Now let's dive into our first game on the list. Heroes Battle Dark Sword. This is going to be a new free-to-play 1v1 multiplayer real-time tabletop strategy action game. Oh my god, that is a lot of different describing words, where you essentially get to go in and do a tabletop strategy in virtual reality. This looks like a pretty unique experience, and I'm kind of excited to try it out for myself. Let me know in the comments down below if you're hyped for any of the games on this list, starting with this one. Next up, we have Dumb Ways to Die coming out this month as well, and well, I think we all kind of know what this game is. It's all about experiencing dumb ways to die. This franchise is pretty big in like mobile gaming and flat gaming, and now they're finally bringing their way over into virtual reality. This is essentially going to be a bunch of party games smashed together. If this is your kind of jam, well then you're probably going to enjoy this. Dumb Ways to Die. Next up, we have Living Room. Well, this is a mixed reality game with a bit of a twist, transforming your space into your very own dynamic ecosystem in your living room. Well, you can experience all this with this quirky new mixed reality game. There's kind of like a simulation where you get to have a bunch of pets that you can look after, as well as, well, kind of maintaining them in various different ways. You get to open up a bunch of different cool things around your room that are going to help you on your journey, unlocking new species, new biomes, and all sorts of interesting stuff. This kind of looks like a fun one for mixed reality. If you're looking for something a bit more chilled, maybe this one's going to be for you. Next up, we have Last Stand, and this is the first true sort of co-location mixed reality experience that you can have. Now, I tried this back when I went to Gamescom, and that's the footage you're seeing right now. Honestly, this was early in this game's development as well, and I feel like this game has a lot of freaking potential. If you like mixed reality, I feel like this is going to be one of those ones to definitely give a freaking go. Plus, I'm going to have some more coverage coming your way pretty dang soon, to keep an eye on the channel. Next up, we have Walltown Wonders. Now, this is another mixed reality title, and one I actually got to try a few months back in Gamescom, and this one really impressed me. Basically, think like The Borrowers, tiny people living in your walls. They're going to break out of your wall, and they're going to build some really cool town stuff around your space. The other cool thing about this is they actually come out and sort of like they'll interact with you. They can get into your hand because this is all hand tracked. You can have these planes that fly around, the balloons. It's actually really bloody impressive for a mixed reality title. Next up, we have Metro Awakening, and I cannot believe that I can say those words. It's finally coming out, and it's really freaking soon. So this is going to be dropping for the Quest, the PSVR 2 and PCVR, so pretty much no matter what headset you have. Unfortunate for Pico users, but other than that, yeah, this thing is coming to everyone, and it is a really polished AAA style title. This is like, we had Batman, now we've got this, and then next month, is it next month or the month after, we've got freaking Behemoth. It's like non-stop greatness right now, and this is probably going to be the hard-hitting title of the month, but nonetheless, you can jump into and experience this. I've tried this on both PSVR 2 and Quest, and both experiences have been freaking stellar, so you're in for a treat no matter what platform you pick this up on. Next up is Starship Troopers Continuum. Now, honestly, I'm pretty excited for this game, although I do have my reservations. Now, I like Starship Troopers a lot as a franchise. I really freaking love the first movie. Is it going to translate well into a game? Well, yeah, it freaking should. Now, the only questions I have is this is coming from the same developers that gave us the Hitman game in Quest, and well, that game was pretty shocking. So I'm really hoping it doesn't bleed over into this franchise and make this a bad game as well. Fingers crossed it's going to be a banger. I just, you know, have my reservations until I get in and play this for myself. So I just hope this is going to be good. Next up, we have Dig VR making its way over to the Quest platform. And honestly, this one's pretty fun as well. I've actually tried this myself way back earlier in this year. I tried it at a convention, and it's a freaking blast. If you've ever wanted to sort of get into a digger and dig, then this one is going to be for you. It's like a really good simulation slash fun way to experience this, and it's got a ton of extra stuff to do in there. So if you like things like sort of Power Wash Simulator and other things like that, I feel like this is going to slot right into that genre of gaming that you're going to enjoy. Next up, we have EXO Cars is apparently finally going to make its way out, as I feel like I've been teasing this now for months and months. This is going to be your first like really good racing game, I think, to hit the Quest platform. I'm pretty excited about this. It's going to be full on multiplayer where you can get in with 4 players. There is also obviously like a bunch of solo stuff you can do in there as well. It looks really cool. I just hope that this really translates well into VR, and I hope it's handled well. Fingers crossed for this one. I would friggin' love for this to be a banger. Next up, we have Thrill of the Fight 2 coming out as well. I am excited for this. I like a good old boxing game in VR, and I love the original Thrill of the Fight, so hopefully this one is going to somehow surpass it. I mean, ideally, graphically would be nice because it still looked kind of like, you know, a little bit 2016 in that game, so I would love for this to sort of excel in a bunch of different ways. But as a fitness app, Thrill of the Fight was always dope, and Thrill of the Fight 2 is looking like it's going to be just as much of a banger. So fingers crossed. Cannot wait to find out a little bit more about this game and jump into it for myself. Next up, we have Gorilla Tag making its way to the PSVR 2, and I'm excited for this one. Well, I mean, you can finally get your monkey on the PSVR 2. I don't feel like I need to talk about this too much or explain what the game is. I feel like enough of you know by now, surely, what Gorilla Tag is. But yeah, it's making its way to the PSVR 2. And that's about going to do it for the new games on this list. Now, I can tell you this, and I have to say this carefully, but there are at least 10 other games that I know are coming out across this month, but their dates aren't announced yet, so I cannot say. So my lips are tied. But just know that if you keep an eye out on my Friday videos where I give you a weekly update on the new games coming in next week and all that stuff, I'll be keeping you in the know as these games get announced. So just know that there's a bunch more coming out as well this month, and I think some of them are going to put a big smile on your face. Other than that, have some guesses down below what else you think is going to come this month. And if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe if you are new, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out. Goodbye. Take care. Bye.